New tonight at 11, a blind grandfather from Pinellas County is pretty angry after Frontier Airlines wouldn't let him fly with his granddaughter. He says the ticket agents told him they considered him a liability in an emergency. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer talked with that man. He's live now out at Tampa International. This whole story just doesn't sound quite right. So what did he say about what happened?
Cynthia, he's embarrassed, he's upset, and right now he's just hoping that these employees who were involved in this learned a valuable lesson about not rushing to judgment when it comes to a passenger with disabilities.
Kliphton Miller calls his disability a blessing in disguise.
I've spent my lifetime trying to prove people wrong on doing stuff that they do and doing it better.
Miller has been blind since he was 3 years old and meets challenges head on. But last month, he faced an unexpected challenge at the Frontier Airlines ticket counter in Tampa as he checked in for a flight with his 18-month-old granddaughter.
And corporate said, do not let him on the plane. That is and I quote, extra liability to take care of a blind person with a baby if an emergency occurs.
That's right. The ticket agents wouldn't let him board because he's blind and traveling with a baby.
Emotionally, it was kind of damaging because, you know, we're brought up to be treated as equals, and we have to work twice as hard.
A week later, Miller is still stunned.
And that's what was another thing that was degrading to me, for them to just assume that I can't take care of myself when I'm aboard a flight with my granddaughter.
Especially having raised 8 kids, 4 of whom are still under 12 years old. He even flew with the very same granddaughter twice before, including once in November.
I flew Frontier nonstop from Minneapolis to Orlando with no issues at all.
In a statement to Fox 13, Frontier Airlines called this a customer service failure and wrote in part, "We have coached airport team members and ensured compliance with Frontier policy that ensures all passengers are treated with respect."
They did call me the next day and apologize. So, but I mean, that still doesn't take away the sting, the embarrassment of, you know, being turned away in front of all those people in the terminal, my kids, my family.
Yeah, and Miller tells us that Frontier Airlines did get him and his granddaughter onto a flight just 2 days later. Didn't have to pay a cent for that flight. They also offered him a $500 credit. But Cynthia, he also tells us that he's not sure he ever wants to fly Frontier again.
Yeah, which is understandable. So, wow, what a situation. Thank you, Aaron Mesmer.